Hey, good buddies, what's up, and welcome into the Good Buddies anime show. Let me get up on in it.
Yo, go ahead.
Damn! Yo, good buddy Roger.
And I am your good buddy Brandon. You know, it's a new year, but it's the same old boy.
Yeah. I got some new microphones, so I really wanted the first one of the
Really wanted to get in there
our
with
first
it.
recording of the year to have that
That good.
It's okay if we start off the rails on this one because it ain't going nowhere fast.
Baby, let me tell you, this is the first time I think we've ever started an episode and said, this one's going to be a full-on ramble.
Yeah.
We're just going all ramble all the way down. Call it our 2020 send-off show. Call it our wrap-up. Call it our big cathartic, let's just talk about it show. Whatever. This is the Good Buddies Ramble. We're just here to have a good time. And, you know, I'm already one blue moon into the night, and I got another one poured up, so I'm going to have a good time.
He's going to have a great time.
A little bit.
I drink about 2 cups of tension tea. It's a new green tea that I'm having.
My boy trying to relax.
Eases my mind, makes me feel good, and it tastes great.
Oh, good for you, bud.
It's from the Celestial or whatever. They make the sleepy time teas.
With the little bear on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that bear.
This one wasn't a sleepy time. It was
Yeah.
it's his own thing. It's called tension tea. It's got a dragon on it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Sexy.
Yeah, it's got it's got a bunch of ginger and lemon and some other roots and spices and
Feels
stuff
right.
in it. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It feels so right. Oh, man. You know, Zozo has been a real hell of a year. It tried to take everything from us, and you know what? On a few points, it managed to pull it off, but we're here to have a good time, just chat it out, talk about some animes, talk about how we feeling about it. Roger, there is a question that burns within my very soul,
Starting off strong.
and I must know the answer, and so I ask you, your good buddy Brandon, ask you, my good buddy Roger, this one question. What have you been watching?
My guy, I have watched some anime.
I'm so happy for you. It's been so long. He's been gone.
I completed a few things.
All right.
So I finished Talentless Nana.
Hell yeah.
We'll start with that one.
Oh boy.
Goddamn, it was really good. That ending was very powerful. You called who the villain was.
I called it, baby.
I was, I guess, I don't know. I was like, what is the biggest twist they can do? But they went with another note, something more off of the side, off the beaten path.
They gave you a couple little hints, and I was like, now hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
Now wait a second. This one.
Yeah, it was a good guess, man. And the finale with Mitro was very, very powerful.
Very moving.
I don't know where the show's gonna go from this. I mean, I'm assuming that it is gonna get more seasons than this one.
God, let's hope so.
Yeah, because
this was decent. I really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, it was a great show. It was one of my favorites of the season.
Yeah, dude.
It was one of my favorites of the year, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
I'm pretty sure that it made my favorites list. That if you're listening to the audio podcast, that is already out, the best ofs. But if you're watching on YouTube, we haven't got that out. You'll hear this before you get that, because let me take my first pathway off of our main topic here.
If I may, we are recording this on January 1st. It is officially the new year. We recorded our best ofs a week ago. No, a little more than a week ago. It was like last
Monday, I think.
or Wednesday,
something like that. Yeah,
something. It was before.
It was a
Christmas.
day that we didn't normally record on.
Yeah, it was before Christmas because it was Monday because I was off that Monday weirdly. Yeah, but you're gonna get these a little bit out of order on the YouTube page. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. So, tell me about it, Rob.
So those videos to edit for YouTube or whatever are notoriously hard for me to do, and I forget every year. Mm-hmm. The first time I uploaded it, I had about 10 copyright claims.
Yeah, because it was all music.
Yeah, well, normally if you turn it down in the mix or whatever and your voice is overing it, it really teeters the line of what is transformative or not, or what is fair use. I definitely believe if we went to the court of law, it would be considered fair use. Under,
absolutely.
Yeah, under reviews. Like, you're not going to be able to jam out the song.
As long as you're talking about it, you could play almost anything. Yeah. And it's cool. Like,
but so there were just tons of claims on it. So it's like, and 2 of them blocked the video worldwide.
bleh.
So I could either fight those or not fight those. And I was like, all right, we'll just fix all the crap and then re-upload it. And then, of course, when I re-uploaded it, it got hit by about 3 more things.
Yeesh.
So on the 3rd re-upload and the video being massacred from what it was.
It's black and white and jumpy, yeah.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's all over the place.
It's great.
Whatever. I mean, the main point is to hear us talk about it and give the numbers.
Yes.
But, like, I just, it's a nice touch to have it in the background. And they weren't going to allow it. And then, of course, for whatever reason, the video from last year, from the 2019 endings, got pegged. So I was like, okay, well, this one's been out for a little while. I'll just file a dispute against that and be like, this is fair use, yada yada yada. And of course it was Sony, and of course they gave us a copyright strike on the channel.
God bless Sony.
It's not that big. I mean, copyright strikes are a big deal. Claims are nothing. Claims are only annoying when they take the video down worldwide. But you get, there's nothing against your channel for having a copyright claim. A copyright strike, you get 3 of those, then YouTube reviews whether or not your channel is going to be terminated. Mm-hmm. So we have 1 right now, and then in 45 days or whatever, something like that, it expires, and we won't get another one. The first time we got one was, I think, maybe on a very similar video, because I tried to, ask Sony, like, hey, I think this is fair use. Could you guys be cool for a second? They can never be cool.
Can you just chill a little bit, Sony?
Yeah, so I will not be disputing any more of their copyright bullshit. But yeah, so the video was a nightmare to freaking edit and then get out. But it's done, and next I'm going to move on to the endings, and that one I'm just going to start it off low. I'm going to turn the black and whites all on, and we're going to just see where we can get on one solid run.
Start low, get lower, it's going to be fine.
I did notice on YouTube that the songs in the mix were a little loud. They were louder than what they sounded like in the editing software. So YouTube does change, like, whenever it uploads or whatever, the compression and the audio nonsense that they do or whatever does sound and look a bit differently than what you hear in your editing software.
Right.
So I will cut them down in the mix a bit more. But that's my beaten path, okay? Well, I'm back on to what I've been watching. Talentless Nana was amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go to one from a couple of seasons ago. I finished The God of High School.
Hey.
It was a freaking nightmare, dude. I'm not going to say that it sucked, but it fell apart very bad. If I were to score, I would probably give it about a 6 or a 6.5.
Yeah, I got...
A 6.5 would be generous.
I got maybe an episode into that second tournament, and I was like, I feel like I'm okay, and I just kind of forgot about it. But I did read how apparently the whole thing with that second half is they tried very hard to cram a lot of story arcs into one half of a season, and it simply does not work.
Oh man, I don't know how many arcs they're trying to, and then characters just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah,
freaking at some point, Speedwagon has entered the impact zone.
Oh no.
This guy coming with a giant top hat looking like Speedwagon from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
My God.
One of the guys dies or whatever, and it's his father, and briefly it's introduced, whenever he's dead, he's like, I'll avenge you or whatever. Right. And you're like, what does this mean? And then sure enough, there's a moment where all hell's about to break loose, and then everything is okay for a minute, and the people are saved from the impending doom for a moment or whatever. And they're like, everybody gets warped away, and then whenever they all got warped, the main guy's Mugen Park or whatever, the little devil boy.
Yeah.
He's like, there's only one person that could have done this. And then you see the guy's father walking up in his big ass top hat, and you're like, who the hell is that? Apparently he was a big shot in the world, but we didn't get to know that.
Yeah, it sounds like they were trying very hard. The thing I read was like they have these big What was that?
The new microphones, the stands or whatever, have a little
these big ass springs on them. Did you just sproing one?
No, it's not a spring. It's a screw down or whatever. It's a clamp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hit my clamp.
Nice one, dude.
I gotta get used to that thing being there.
Great job. No, the thing I read was like they basically tried to cram so much in that like they were doing a thing where like they would introduce a character and then the character would die, and it was supposed to be such an impactful moment.
This is the character that I'm talking about.
But it's like it
here.
couldn't possibly be impactful because you've known them for 1.5 episodes.
Yep. Yeah,
so,
I mean, literally all you get is him saying that, you know, I'll avenge you or whatever. And it turns out he does whip a little ass for a second there. And people are shocked that he's there. It's like the return of a wrestler that you haven't seen in a long time. People are gasping.
Oh no!
But you've never seen this guy before. You watched WWE, and he was from WCW, so you didn't know shit about this dude.
It's like when fucking Buff Bagwell showed up with the top hat, and everybody just booed him because they didn't know who he was, even though he's out there whipping ass.
But the Marks, they were stoked. I was like, oh my god. And then the fight sequence, as cool as it is in that last 4 episodes, and it's almost nonstop.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ, it is hard to follow, and they start spitting out terms and stuff. You're like, oh, dude, what is going on? I do not know what the hell is happening. Shark Boy is transforming or whatever, and they're like, don't let Shark Boy get this power. And then you get a little bit of backstory where he's adopted or whatever, and his father's like, you can never be a loser, son.
And his sister, Lava Girl, was like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah. Whew, dude, it fell apart bad. I don't know that I've ever seen an anime train wreck as bad as that one did. From something that started out pretty good, and I was quite enjoying it. And by the end of it, you know, like if it had a second season, I would definitely still consider watching it and hoping that it fixed itself a little bit, and they did not pull that shit again.
It sounds like they knew for sure they weren't gonna get any more seasons. They were like, let's just cram it all in, fuck it.
Yeah, it's weird because this dude gets the fox power, like he essentially turns into Naruto or Yoko Kurama or something.
Jesus Christ.
And they probably could have just ended it with that fight or whatever, and then used everything after that for the next season.
Right.
But instead, they had to cram that fight in about a half of an episode to start moving it into the direction to where all the god powers are starting to be released and stuff. It is, you know, a 6.5 is too generous.
Oh boy.
5.5 is what I'm taking it down to now.
Oh baby.
It is an anime-baby.
Oh no.
If you like flashy fight scenes and you don't really care about the story being all that great towards the end, this one's for you, bud.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah. I finished the midpoint of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hell yeah. That was taking a little break, I've read.
Yep.
They're going to be back on like the 15th or something.
Yep.
So we're getting a couple weeks off from Jujutsu Kaisen, which I'm kind of bummed about because that show rocks.
Yeah, man. It's wild how that show manages to be so freaking good. Even Demon Slayer, I felt like had a couple episodes that were down. Like they were, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It wasn't bad or whatever, but they were quieter episodes.
Sure.
And this one does not have a single quiet damn episode. And the episodes where there isn't a ton of action or anything, they're fucking hilarious.
Sorry about any side noise there. I'm just cracking my third beer.
Yeah, he's just getting his beer on.
It's one of those kind of nights, man. It's one of those kind of nights.
Yeah, it just manages to be so fun. And man, when those fight scenes kick in, dude, they whip a little ass. This newest one with the main baddie right now, it goes from, you know, like a really fun fight with two characters that you really like. Mm-hmm. They build one of them up somehow in just a couple of episodes. They build him up so well. If God of High School could have took some notes from Jujutsu Kaisen, it would have did him well.
Yes.
But they built this character up in a couple of episodes to lead to this really powerful, upsetting moment, and then into this wild fight scene.
Yeah, dude. Everything about this last episode and like last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Freaking bonkers. Like I'm also like, is Homeboy gone? It seems like Homeboy's gone.
I think he's gone.
I didn't
dude.
think that was happening. I thought Homeboy was gonna stick around.
Yeah.
This show's taking some turns.
Yeah.
And I'm with it. It works.
Yeah, it was really good. And then the patchwork guy, the main bad dude, he did his wild domain or whatever.
Oh,
and my God, I thought Gotu's or whatever, his
Infinite Void.
Yeah, Infinite Void was awesome. But the hands in this one, it was freaking sick.
Yeah, basically, without too many spoilers, Bad Boy's big thing is that if he touches you, he can just mess you up. If he manages to make contact, you're pretty much done. You're pretty much donezo. His whole domain, it turns out, basically he pulls you into this little dimension where he's got hands everywhere, and if you are in there, he's already touching you. You done, son.
Yep.
You done. And it's just up to him, like, when he pulls the trigger, because he's got the luxury of it. It's intense.
Yeah.
It's intense, dude. It's good stuff.
And then you got the constant threat of Sakuna in the background or whatever.
Yeah,
he goes from being an asshole to Itadori to just straight up being an asshole to the bad guy. He went from laughing with this guy to straight up fucking wrecking him.
To straight up slicing that jugular.
He was like, look, I told you not to do this.
Hey, you were warned.
I gave you one.
Everybody gets one.
You get one. And he inadvertently got it.
And then you accidentally, by no fault of your own, tried for two. No, sir.
Yep.
That's a bad boy. So what you're saying is Sukuna, he's a wild card, bitches.
Yeah. He's a wild card.
Oh,
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
What? It's from fucking the show with the guys and the stuff. It's Always Sunny.
Oh,
you don't remember that one?
I didn't watch that one.
I
don't watch that show.
I've only seen like 5 whole episodes. It's fine.
Let's see. What else have I been watching? Higurashi.
Hell yeah.
Got to the midpoint. They're taking a little break too.
Good for him.
I think it's like the 5th or 10th or something like that. It comes back.
Okay.
The ending sequence for the 3rd arc there was freaking awesome.
Okay.
They built this arc so well with like the impending threat of something bad happening. And aside from the over thing is a retelling kind of Satoko's arc. And she, in the original show, is suffering child abuse from her uncle.
Yeah.
He's abusive.
Fucked up.
Everybody is worried about her, and they keep going to City Hall or whatever. They're trying to get to essentially what CPS is in their world or whatever to look into it.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, Satoko in the past made a false report to them, so they don't take the claims for her seriously anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah. So everybody is showing up through this whole arc to the CPS, trying to get them to go look into it. And they always just give them a bullshit excuse. They're like, oh, we're looking. If anything happens, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. We're going to make an assessment. 28 days, we'll make an assessment. Yada, 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 yada. And then every time they try to increase how many people show up. And then they go to the elders in the village or whatever. So, these people are at this point, when they all get out there, they are listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, and the arc resolves with Satoko being released from her uncle and him being arrested. And with the last, maybe I give it the last 5 minutes.
It feels like a really happy time, I dare say. Feels like everything's going. Everything's coming up Satoko.
The sad part is, like the stuff you've already seen with Satoko. It's bad, and they release her. It's all good, and then all hell breaks loose in that last 5 minutes. And there is a new fucking killer that never killed in the original season.
My God.
Bet you
didn't think that was gonna happen.
I know that you probably won't watch it, but I don't know if anybody else will watch it, so I don't want to say what happened.
All right.
But there is a gun situation.
If I'm just guessing, Uncle grabs a gun from someone. That's my guess.
No, but the uncle is involved, but he's not the gunman.
Okay.
So you don't expect at all the final breakdown of the show.
We'll talk about it off mic.
And it does have one of the most violent scenes again.
Censored.
No, not censored this time. For whatever reason, the plunging of the knife was too much for them, but getting bashed in the head with a bat and stuff is not too much for them.
Huh.
It's really weird. That censorship
I'm sure
is
there's some
strange.
kind of very obscure censorship rules there.
And it's kind of funny because that censorship was playing me in this one too.
Oh yeah?
Because I was like, nothing crazy has happened. It didn't open with a crazy scene or anything like that. I was like, maybe they just censored the whole scene out and I didn't get to see it.
Uh-oh.
So the whole time I'm thinking, oh, maybe I missed the super violent thing.
And then they caught you in the last 5 minutes. They were like, gotcha, bitch. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Ugh.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Is it just terribly fucked up?
I wouldn't say like it's gonna make you lose sleep fucked up. I mean, if you can handle when they cry, then it's no more fucked up than the rest of it.
Okay.
It's just shocking because you're like, holy crap, this character, for whatever reason, they never did anything towards violence or whatever in the original show. So it's how somebody else is being affected by the formula or whatever of how the Hinamizawa village works with the curse or whatever, and then the resolution from the original show.
Yikes.
I don't know. I have no clue what happened. I have no guesses as to who's pulling the strings now.
Yikes, dude.
Because in the original show, there is a main bad.
There's someone who's controlling the shit.
There is a puppet master.
Okay.
Now I have no clue, and I can only assume that they're not going to be like, oh, it's this person again.
No, by the way,
it's something else, and it's nuts. I freaking loved it. I highly recommend that you go watch the new season of When They Cry if you haven't. Good buddies, let me tell you, you don't need to see the original. I do recommend that you do. But I mean, if you want something really fun and really gritty, and you know that it's gonna play with your mind and it's gonna get you thinking and trying to solve a mystery, if you like a good mystery, that's really it. If you like a good mystery, check out this new season, new reboot, whatever they want to call it, the remake, these additional. It is a direct sequel.
Yeah, man.
But once again, I don't feel like you have to watch the original to enjoy this. So please check it out. It's super good.
Hell yeah.
And I think that's all I've watched, dude. No, it's not. I watched one more thing. I started Kaguya-sama Loves the War Season 2.
Hey! How much do you love it?
I love it, dude. It's hilarious.
It's really good, right? How much do you love that opening? That opening's badass.
It's very good.
It's very
good. Major top, dude.
You did.
It is really good. The show is as funny as it was.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait to go through more.
How far are you in right now? Like 2 episodes?
I'm on the 3rd episode.
3rd episode?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple characters that get introduced like 3 or 4 episodes in, that in like when they popped them in, I was like, all right, new people, whatever. And then I ended up absolutely adoring them by like, you know, a few episodes after that or toward the end of it. You're gonna have a good time if you keep this one up,
dude. I don't remember if it was the 1st or 2nd episode that it happened in, because you know it's so rapid fire of a show.
It's been a little while since I watched this,
but
go ahead.
The one where they're trying to pay attention to the couple through the door or whatever,
yes,
to see how far they've went.
Yes.
It is freaking hilarious. I was cracking up so bad.
There's really good stuff in that show, man. That show's rad.
My sinuses were killing me yesterday, but even with all the head pressure, I was still cracking up at this damn show. It's so good. I love Kaguya-sama. I can't wait to finish it. And then after that, I'm going to move on to Akudama Drive.
All right.
Yeah.
I think you'll have fun with that one.
Yeah.
This guy. Oh, boy.
Yep, I think that's all I've been watching.
That's about it?
Yeah, man. I said Nana. I said Jujutsu. I said Higurashi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all 5. That's what I managed to keep up with in the past couple of weeks. So.
All right, baby boy.
Which is pretty good for me as of pretty much this whole year, which has been a pain in the ass. But I want to know, dude, what have you been watching?
I watched a few things. So there's a few things I've been keeping up on. I already talked a little bit about Gymnastic Samurai. This one, I really enjoyed that show. It took a couple dips for me, but in the end, it ended up being really good. It's basically like they throw in all these little extra bits about these extra characters and weird stuff that's going on, and like, you know, homeboy, like you find out his backstory and how his wife like died in a horrible accident as he was at this competition, and he ended up fucking up in the competition. That's why he hasn't been doing all that good. You find out like stuff with the daughter and etc. The ninja dude and all that. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but basically the whole thing comes down to like everybody showing up to watch this dude in his final competition and whatnot, in this big contest. And it's a sports anime, so if I have to if I tell you the good guy wins is a spoiler, then all right, sorry. But it's a good ass show. It's decent. There's a lot of fun in that one. This is the ramble. We're gonna get a little spoilery, obviously. What else did I watch? Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. I probably could have found room for this in my top 5. I'll be real. I probably could have finagled it a little bit. And got
what would you have edged out?
Man, that'd be a toughie. I'm not gonna get into it. I can't, man. It's a good show. It's very fun. It's very funny. It's very goofy. Honestly, the opening and ending are so good, I probably could have finagled them into the top 5. It's kind of a toughie, but it's a really good show. If we were doing a top 10, this motherfucker would have at least been at number 6 for every category. It's very, very good. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle is freaking rad. The ending of it, the final episode was like, the final couple episodes actually were super cute, super fun. There was a bunch of cool stuff. You get to see them, like, basically her and a bunch of the demons like end up in the human realm and whatnot because she has to get back there. The final episode like takes place like around Christmas, so it was super good for the end of the year. It's just a super cute show. Very, very funny. And the goofy ass faces she makes where like just something will happen and it'll just cut to her with like the little blobby face and the giant eyes just being like one of those. It's very cute. It's just a very good show. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle rocks. If you didn't watch it, please watch it. It's great. Jujutsu Kaisen, we already talked about that a little bit. Talentless Nana, we talked about that a little bit. Fucking called it. Let's see. Oh, I did watch all of Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena. This show has been a love-hate relationship with me. It would not have made my top 5, I'll say that right now. I would struggle to put it in my top 10. It's not bad. It's a fine show, but there's like stuff about it that just doesn't work for me. Overall, though, I think as an episodic little travelogue, it has the episodes that are, you know, just kind of one-offs and whatever. It has the episodes that contribute to the overarching story, and it's fine. The like second to last episode basically involves this girl that she helped to kind of become a witch or whatever, taking a package to this other city where it turns out both of their teachers who taught each of them ended up in when they were training. So it's like a whole like everything's connected kind of thing. Here's a fun one. The thing she's delivering ends up being a little box that she's not supposed to open. She's supposed to just deliver it, but it turns out she was tricked by some crazy people, whatever. Turns out these people who hate witches and they're trying to like rob the town.
Man.
Point is, the box ends up getting opened, and it turns out it's what I'm going to refer to as an Ichi bomb, because it floods the town with this pink smoke that makes about maybe a little, I'm gonna say 60% of the population super horny, and it's pretty wild. Like, and the thing is that Elena, who is the Ashen Witch, and the girl that she like helped become a witch, who now is like training and like essentially on her level or whatever, she's also a witch. They like through the machinations and silly shit of this show end up switching bodies. So like Homegirl is absolutely in love with Elena, straight up just please notice me senpai, marry me, etc, etc. And she catches her glimpse in her reflection in a fucking mirror or in a window and just ends up talking to herself for like a good quarter of the episode, just like, oh, you're so pretty, oh my god. It's like, this is you right now, chill. And then on the other hand, Elena, who is in the body of this other the person who is falling in love with her, has been taken into a back alley by her sister, who's trying to tell her, hey, shit's crazy here. But then the Ichi bomb goes off, and it turns out Homegirl has like the fucking a sister is all you need, like fucking some real like Sigmund Freud shit, and she's like, oh my gosh, turns out I'm super horny for my own sister. So like it gets fucked. It gets a little fucked. The show's fine. If you watch the whole thing, it's a net positive. There's like
so you made money.
You made money. You ended up, you were not in the red entertainment speaking.
You were better off than you started.
It's fine. But there are a couple episodes that I think you can skip. I've already talked about episode 3. I'm not going to get into it anymore. Episode 9, I'll say right now, is super fucked up. And I'm going to get a little spoilery here because I didn't talk about it before. Episode 9's fucked up. Episode 9 is the one that they gave you a little warning at the beginning of the episode. And basically the whole story is there's a woman who hires Elena and she's like, hey, here's the thing. You ever heard about this girl or this horrible murder that happened here? There's this murderer thing. And she's like, okay, tell me about it. So it turns out this young girl who this woman was friends with as a child, her parents got murdered and she was sent to live with her uncle. Her uncle was abusive.
The beer kicking in, dude.
Shades of a little bit. Shades of Higurashi here. And she ended up going crazy and killing her uncle. And there was also like a series of murders or something. It's real fucked up. And that girl ended up getting she ended up going crazy, committing a bunch of murders, and they ended up sentencing her to death and killing her. All right. So all that happened. Was she a
child?
This was a little girl who then grew up in the care of her uncle, went crazy and killed her uncle and a bunch of people.
I got you.
Which all started because her parents got murdered by some fucking shadowy figure who was trying to rob them or something. All right. So her whole thing is she's hiring Elena to take her back in time. This is episode 9. I'm just going to spoil it. She takes her back and she wants her to use magic to take her back in time. And then she's going to try and stop all that from happening because that was her friend and she loves her friend. All right. So she also has this magic ring that lets them share their magic, and that way they have enough power to do the shit and get back, etc., etc. So they go back in time, they find the thing, she sees the girl, and she's like, oh my god, it's gonna be okay. And she's like, I don't know you, lady, stranger danger. And she's like, all right, cool, later. They try to stop, they like staking out the house to see what's gonna happen, and then it turns out, dun dun dun, haha, got your ass. The little kid was always crazy. She killed her own parents, and now she's killing the witch while Elena is staking out the house. And Elena gets there just in time to save her from dying. And then the witch who took her back in time is now going to try and kill that child. This child is absolutely insane, and she's like straight up slashing. She's got like blood in her face. It's fucked up. She like smiles, and there's just blood between her gums. It's super fucking grody and fucked up. And then Elena takes off the ring so that you can't use her magic because she doesn't want her to kill the kid. And then she says, no, fuck that. And the thing about it is they introduce in episode 4, big magic, you can give up something in order to do super powerful magic. She gives up her own memories of her saying, I don't need this. You were never my friend. You were always evil. And you straight up watch her decapitate a child. This is a fucked up show. This is a fucked up show is my point. And then they go right back to, haha, it's fun, super cute. This show swings like a motherfucker, is what I'm saying. And if you're okay with that, you'll be fine. If you're not, maybe you skip it. It's fine. Again, probably wouldn't have made my top 10 even, but I did watch the whole thing, and you know what? I've seen worse. I've seen worse this year. So there you go. Next up, The Day I Became a God. Speaking of swingy ass shows, my lord, I told you about this one.
Yeah.
This show starts off so fucking cute with like the little girl who's like predicting stuff. She says she's an omniscient god, and I'm gonna get not as spoilery with this one, but like basically you find out why she's omniscient, and it involves a microchip in her head.
That 5G energy.
Yeah, she's basically a supercomputer. She's basically a supercomputer, and the reason she was saying the world is going to end is because she couldn't see past this certain day. And then she realizes when that day comes, oh, it wasn't because the world's ending, it's because the world ends for me. And basically the government is like, hey, we can't have a supercomputer just out here. And they ended up like basically kidnapping her and taking the chip out of her. And you also find out that she had this fucked up disease that makes her basically a full-on invalid. Like, she cannot take care of herself. She is like laying in bed, feed me, try to talk to me, you know, help me go to the restroom levels of incompetent. And it's a real bummer. And the show goes from being cute and funny and LOL random to, this is really fucking sad.
I wonder,
real goddamn sad.
How did they brew that one up?
Dog, it kind of comes out of nowhere, and I can't even defend it really. I still enjoyed the show.
How did it end? Did it end sad?
It ended very fucked up and sad, and then like the last episode, it kind of gets a turnaround, because basically, I mean, again, it's the ramble, we're gonna get spoilery. Basically, she ends up in this like what do you call, like a home, like a very advanced home. A very, very advanced one though, where like they handle this kind of stuff. And she's basically got this lady looking after her, and our main character, what's his name, Narukami or something like that, he ends up like through a just a bizarre machination of this hacker kid who's fucking ridiculous, ends up like being led to her, finds her. He has like a fake identity so he can get in there and like talk to her and try to basically has like a week to try and convince them to let him take her home. And it's very fucked up and sad because she doesn't seem to recognize him. She doesn't understand what's going on. It's just all very sad. And like right at the end, he manages to like, she kind of like basically recognizes him, and he figures out what happened and like why she didn't recognize him before, etc., and blah blah blah. And then he manages to take her home, and there you go, that's the show. She doesn't get like any of her faculty back or nothing. It's basically just he's gonna take care of her, and he's gonna try and become a scientist like the dude who put the microchip in her head was, so that he can try and take care of her and fix this problem. And that's the show. And it's hopeful. It's also just really fucked up.
Yeah,
it's kind of a huge bummer, man. Like, it's not, and like it's kind of fucked up to say it's a huge bummer, because it's one of those where, like, you know, like if I had a kid and my kid couldn't take care of himself, I would fucking take care of my kid. I'll take care of my kid forever. Of course I will. Like, you know, it's about who you love and how you love them, and you want to take care of people you love. It's still fucking sad as shit that we went from haha, this show's so fun and goofy to like, holy fuck, that's so sad. It's just really sad out of nowhere. The Day I Became a God is a sad fucking show that starts like the first 6 or 7 episodes. You can have a great time. You can have a great fucking time. It's so fun and happy, and then it takes a turn into drama that it does basically out of nowhere. If I was being very critical, I would call it fully unearned, this turn into drama that it takes. And it kind of just hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like it better than Wandering Witch Elaine, I'll say that.
What mind does that come from though? Who writes that? Who's like, all right, we're about to hose these sons of bitches.
I don't know, but they were having a time, let me tell you. Last one that I will talk about that I fully caught up on and finished, apart from everything else we talked about, is Hypnosis Mic Division Rap Battle. There's really not a whole lot to say about it. They rap. They have a big tournament. There's 3 different teams. The teams are called the Buster Bros, which is a team of 3 brothers with heterochromia. The oldest of them is the leader. You have Fling Posse, who is a team of 3, with the leader being a weird little, he's like a short dude who's like super happy-go-lucky. He's always eating candy, but also he ends up like kind of having a dark streak, and he's maybe working for the bad guys. You got Matenro, which is my personal favorite of the 3, which is the one headed up by the doctor, who it turns out they're not, like, it's a battle rap thing, but they don't diss anybody. They only pump up themselves. They only talk about how great their shit is, and that all stems from the doctor, who has a special rap power of being able to heal people with his raps. I'm not making this up. And then you've also got Mad Trigger Crew, who is the Gang Police Navy group, which is led by the gang member, who's like a pretty badass Yakuza, and he's just like so hard. He hits so hard with his raps that he's gonna win. Turns out each of the leaders of those teams used to be on a rap group together called Dirty Dog. Yes, that is Dirty Dog with a D-A-W-G. And they end up at the end facing off against a bunch of a group of 3 rappers who are called the Secret Aliens.
Are they actually aliens?
No, but they're not from Japan, so they're aliens.
Illegal aliens?
If you couldn't hear that was me shrugging. Yeah, this show's weird. It's apparently, I didn't even realize this when I was watching it, but it's apparently based on this, like, it's a whole, like, it's a media thing that these guys made where, like, they had a bunch of different voice actors do raps and stuff, and it was, like, a whole thing. There were albums, and you could vote on who was going to win whatever rap battle, and blah, blah, blah. And then they ended up making, like, a manga, and now they made an anime, and cool. If there's more, maybe I'll watch it, but it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird and strange. I don't hate it. I'll say it. I liked it more than Wandering Witch Elena. So I guess that's going to be my bar now.
At this point, dude, you're just taking shots.
I'm not taking shots. That show wasn't bad. Look, I liked Wandering Witch Elena better than Goku Dolls. I liked Wandering Witch Elena better than Jibiate, or Jibiate, whatever that fucking show is called.
Yeah.
I liked Wandering Witch Elena better than actually quite a few things that I watched this year. There was something. Listen. It was a real fuck of a year. You know, we had some shows that had to take breaks and stuff. We had some shows that.
Did you like it more than Interspecies Reviewers? I know I asked earlier, but you didn't give me a solid answer.
I liked Wandering Witch Elena better than Interspecies Reviewers.
Okay.
I'll say it. I'll just say it. But yeah, there were some shows that were straight up trash this year. There's other people on YouTube who have made better videos about the shitty shows this year than I ever could, so we'll leave it to them. But yeah. Wandering Witch Elena isn't bad. Not great. It's not bad. And I'm done talking about it forever.
What would you score it?
What would I score it?
Yeah. I gave God High School. I dropped it to a 5.5. All
right. You say that's the worst thing that like you talked about today?
Yes.
Okay. So Wandering Witch Elena, I say with the worst thing I talked about today, I would say, God, I'd have to think about it. It's art and animation. It was actually pretty decent. Maybe a point and a half. Story and setting, it wasn't terrible. Characters and development, je ne sais quoi, it's probably taking a hit there. I give it a 5.5.
Okay, 5.5.
I'd say it's about there. I give it a 5.5. I give it 5.5. A tentative 6. I'd have to really write it down and think about it and math it out. I'd give it a 5. I'd give it a 5.5, 6.
Okay.
All right. And there we are. And there they go. There they are, and there they'll lay. Gone forever in the trash fire past that is Zozo. Goodbye, 2020. I'm done with you.
Out with the old and in with the new, dude.
Sick of that shit. But a little more about the new. Let me tell you, bud. We previously did a thing in previous years where we talked about we took our categories that we grade shows on, and we tried to say, what would you say this year that you watched is the best of each of those? So let's just do it. I haven't thought about it. I know you haven't because I'm springing it on you.
Yep. I have not thought about this.
Starting off, Roger. The 5 things we grade shows on, you know, we have 5 different categories, 2 stars each. And that first category is...
the,
Come on.
God dang it.
Come on.
The story and setting.
And that second one, Roger?
The characters development.
Numero 3.
The art and animation.
Number 4.
The music and soundtrack.
And finally, that Good Buddies Wiggle Room, that 5th category, that je ne sais quoi.
You know, I know all those by heart. I do not know what that means. I don't know what.
What is that? I don't know what.
I don't know what. I have those all memorized by heart, but not having the computer or something in front of my face. You know, when he asked me, I have to re-go through and make sure.
Kind of fucked you up.
Yeah, it did.
Got your ass.
So this is gonna be bad.
So Roger, let me ask you: if you had to pick one show this year, what show do you think you watched this year that has the best story and setting?
The best story and setting.
And look, this might be a little recency bias because, again, we haven't talked about this.
Are we allowed to do season 2s on this?
Yeah, why not? Is it gonna be Higurashi for everything?
No, it's gonna be that's the best story and setting. Is High Score Girl 2.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved that anime so much. And the second half I thought was very cute and really good.
Hey, fair's fair, bud.
How about you?
Let's see. I mean, once again, I did absolutely spring this on you, and it's only right that I also sprung it on myself because I haven't thought about it either. You know what I honestly, you know what I enjoyed that probably more than I thought I would was, now I'm thinking about it. You know what? As much shit as I talk about it, I did enjoy the story, the setting of Wandering Witch Elena. Maybe not the story as much.
Is that what you would put the highest though?
No, absolutely not. I would say number 1. I'd probably give it to Jujutsu Kaisen, just for the world that they built.
Yeah,
like it's the real world or whatever, but the liberties they take with it and the twists and turns they put on it.
Fair.
It's a lot of fucking fun. How about characters and development?
That one, I think. This is tough. Characters in development. I want to. Well, Jujutsu Kaisen does a really good job, but also Beastars was very good.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, and I did really like those characters. Ooh. That one I wouldn't give to Winnie Cry. You know what? I would give it to Talentless Nana.
All right.
I would give it Talentless Nana.
That's pretty good.
There is a lot of development in a couple of these characters, and then even the ones that are kind of off to the side, they just freaking stick it so well.
Hell yeah.
Talentless Nana is what I would give that to.
Can't really argue with that. I'm gonna give mine to best characters in development. I think it's got to be Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken. I just love those girls.
Oh yeah.
I just want to keep watching them do stuff and making cartoons. That's good stuff. All right, art and animation.
This one's also tough.
There's a lot of good stuff.
Jujutsu Kaisen freaking fires on so many levels.
It does rock. It does absolutely rock ass. But have you forgotten those crazy ass water and wind effects from Pet?
Yeah, that did look really nice too. The movie for Made in Abyss was also very nicely animated.
That was a hell.
I don't know. That one might not be fair to.
It's a movie. It's an anime that came out this year.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I'm gonna give it. I really love the style of Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right.
I love the design of the characters. I think they all look interesting and unique. Even though you can do your Naruto thing, it's funny, but I mean they do set themselves apart.
Can I just say I was like flipping through, Google News gives me little like news stories it thinks I'll be into, and I was flipping through and I saw one from Polygon that was talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was sitting there with my girlfriend. I was like, let me click on this. Motherfuckers, because they literally in the second paragraph they're like, so you've got this guy who ends up part of this group with a dark-haired serious guy who's definitely not Sasuke, and a lady who's like definitely trying her best who definitely isn't Sakura, and their goofy ass teacher who wears a blindfold who's definitely, and I'm like, you motherfuckers like snaked my shit, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers at Polygon, y'all owe me money.
You ain't gotta watch out for those companies sometimes, dude. They'll go find other people's ideas or whatever to slap it in. IGN, or was it IGN that got in trouble for it a while back?
Sounds like something
with the Dead Cells review.
Sounds like something IGN would do.
You tell them you said it.
Motherfuckers.
Polygon might do it too, though.
I like Polygon too.
They're all right.
I like Polygon.
But if they're on a crunch, we'll see what everybody else thinks.
I got BDG. I love BDG. Anyway, you were saying?
So that was your art and animation?
Oh, I didn't do my art and animation yet. Excuse me. My art and animation. So yours was Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
I'm gonna say art specifically. It's gotta be Toilet Bound Hanako.
Damn, that's a good one.
Cause like there's almost no animation, but the art is so fucking
I definitely
good.
would have given it a 2.
It's so fucking good. Yeah, I think I gotta give it to Toilet Bound Hanako.
That's a good one. That's a really good choice.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be. All right, music and sound.
Music and sound.
It's kind of a tough one.
I think would go. That's the one that I'm gonna give to Higurashi.
Okay.
When They Cry. That show is so good, even in the original, of setting atmosphere with its sound, with the actual cicada noise and the dead silence. Other than that noise, and then the opening and outros are freaking. They are both bangers. I think they're really really good songs. And the animation and stylings of them are both really good. And once again, that interstitial music just fills the atmosphere so freaking well. But also I can make a case for Made in Abyss, that movie too, because the music in that was really good.
Yeah, that one absolutely rocks.
We also did get the second half of, no, we didn't get the second half of Carol on Tuesday this year. That was last year.
No, that was the end of last year,
but the second half that didn't have music as good as the first either, so.
Well. La-di-da.
I think that's where I would go with it. I would give that one to Higurashi. I loved the sound design of that show. I also love that it's nostalgic. Like they pay proper homage to the original. So
that's fair. I don't know, man. You know what? I think I'm gonna give it to I don't remember. So there's only a few shows I remember watching that like the music during really captured me at all. Some of those were like just shows about music, so it's like, yeah, it fucking better. The only other one I can really think of was what's the name of the damn shit?
Hypnotic Rap Battle?
No, God, no. Hypnosis Mike?
Yeah.
No, what the hell's that fucking show with the girl and she's got the one eye and the one leg and the ghost?
Oh, Inspector.
Inspector was pretty good. Nah, I'm gonna give it to Dorohedoro. For its like 5 different endings and its opening and the rock music during. I'm gonna give it to Dorohedoro. I think so. Yeah, I feel good about that one. Yeah. All right, Je ne sais quoi.
Also, Gretzko, the new season of Gretzko was this year too.
It did have some good shit. Damn. I wanna be a vital star.
I know you did enjoy it, dude. I know you did enjoy it.
I said it before. As indignant as you were about it, it was my favorite of the 3 seasons, sir. All right, that Good Buddies Wiggle Room, that Je ne sais quoi. If you got one that like just kind of hit you, is it also Higurashi?
It could be. It also could be Beastars.
Beastars is really fucking good.
It also could be Inspector. I really enjoyed Inspector.
Inspector's really good.
There were, for a year that kind of got smattered in between, the opening and closing seasons were very strong.
Yeah.
You know what? I would probably give the Je ne sais quoi to Talentless Nana too.
Hell yeah.
I'd give it to Talentless Nana.
That's a good call. Nothing wrong with that. I think for me, I'm gonna have to turn mine over to. I think it's gotta be My Next Life as a Villainess. All Roots Lead to Doom. Because that show, the art was decent, the music was decent, the characters and development were fine, the story and setting were great, but that show really, really endeared itself to me, and I think it's gotta be the one for the Je ne sais quoi. If I can give it nothing else, I just really enjoyed that show, even if I don't quite know why. That's a good fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got through it.
We got through it. You ready to move onward, dude, into the future?
I think so. What do you got?
What are you looking forward to this coming season?
Jesus Christ, there's a billion shows.
There are.
Let's see. Are we getting like season 2 of Creepy Eat the Kids? What's it called?
Promise Neverland. Yes, Neverland.
We are. Yeah, that's probably. If it's not my number 1 looking forward to, it's at least my top 2. There's another season 2 we're getting.
Yeah, Dr. Stone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Beastars. I guess we won't get that till later.
Oh yeah, fucking Netflix jail. Honestly, Dr. Stone, I liked that show, but it didn't.
I really enjoyed that show.
It didn't hit me as good as it did.
I'm stoked for the second season.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
Slime.
Oh yeah, there's more
season of
Slime.
Slime. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. The new Evangelion movie is supposed to come out.
Finally?
Yeah, it's supposed to, but
can you believe it?
I'm not gonna believe it until I actually see that it is playing somewhere.
God.
You know what? And you might as well just let us stream it right now. Don't send people out to theaters to see this damn thing.
It seems like a bad idea.
Stream it.
Just put it out.
Do it out like Man Abyss did. Put it on like the festivals somewhere. Make me pay $20 for it.
I'll do
just
it.
To stream it. I'll do
pay
it.
$20 right now.
I'll watch them all. I freaking love those movies. I've been waiting 7-8 years almost for the final movie of that stuff.
Good God.
So that's pretty exciting. Of course, I forgot to mention that I did start the new season of Attack on Titan, which counts as a Winter 2021 anime.
Yeah, it does.
The final season of Attack on Titan threw me for a bit of a loop. I was not expecting the time jump. I'm not familiar with the manga, so the people that had read it, they knew that a time jump was coming, but I was wildly confused in that first episode. wildly confused. But once I caught on to what was going on, and Kat and I were watching it, it's pretty good. I'm excited to see where it goes, man. Very exciting stuff with Attack on Titan, though. I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, it did throw me for a little bit of a loop. Another one, I already said Slime. ReZero, I know that everybody's told me to watch it. It's just so far ahead, I haven't got around to it. Cells at Work, new season there.
Yeah. Oh, Quintessential Quintuplets, apparently.
Oh, yep.
Why not? You know what?
Why the hell not?
I didn't hate that first season. I liked it better than another little harem anime that came out around the same time. And you know what? There's more coming. Why not?
What was the other harem anime?
You know what it was.
That's stupid, dude.
Hey, fight me. You didn't watch Quintessential Quintuplets. You can't judge.
Stupid. I did watch some of it. I thought it was pretty fun. It was not better than Domestic Girlfriend. You're fucking...
No, it wasn't Domestic Girlfriend. It was
I was like, you're out of your mind.
What was the fucking one? We Never Learn.
Oh.
That was it.
Oh man, I love We Never Learn.
I know you do, but come on.
That's true. I mean, I could see how somebody would draw the lines in between, picking between those. I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
Outside of that, at some point we're supposed to get the new Demon Slayer movie, the Infinity Train or whatever.
Yeah,
we haven't got that yet.
That one is out. I know it dropped in Japan. I don't know when we're gonna get it anywhere that we can access it. You know what? We're talking out our ass. It might be like on one of those websites right now, and we just didn't bother to check.
Yeah,
whoops.
That's true.
Hey, if that's the case,
we haven't watched it, so
whoopsie. We'll check it out eventually, and maybe we'll do a little review on it like we did for Made in Abyss. Yeah. There's a lot of other stuff coming out, including at least one show that after reading up on it, I'm like, hey, I don't want to watch that at all. So we'll find out, I guess.
I'm really excited for. I'm really excited for.
Yeah, there's
Promise Neverland.
There's a billion shows coming out.
Dude, I bought a Promise. We got. I had circled these. I forgot that I did it at work or whatever. We get a big catalog, kind of like the old Sears catalogs or whatever. And one of my favorite jobs of the month is going through that catalog, the monthly one, circling stuff.
Hell yeah.
And I circled these Promise Neverland mugs, coffee cups, and they came in, so I bought one of them. It's the one with them standing in front of the grid or whatever, the prison grid.
Oh, okay.
Like measuring their height or whatever, like they're doing the inmate photo.
Jesus.
It's pretty sweet. I love it. I'm very excited for that new season.
Here's a quick tangent we can get onto. What piece of anime like merchandise,
Domestic Girlfriend Deluxe Collector's Edition,
well, have you not seen that you would absolutely buy? And for me, just because we were talking about it, if you could make me a chess set where all the pieces were characters from the show we were just talking about, Promise Neverland, I would buy the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that would be freaking cool.
For you, it would clearly be a Domestic Girlfriend.
My dreams have already come true, sir.
A waifu pillow, a couple of those, one for each of the girls.
Man, if I
what are they called? Dakimura? What are they called?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I remember seeing a goofy ass Flash video someone made about how a kid wanted one of those.
You know what I would want? Is I want them to. They need to get like Kadokawa or whatever, or Shonen Jump or whatever. They need to do another fighting game.
Ooh.
But I want a 2D fighter. I want Arc System Works to do it similar like how they did Dragon Ball Fighter or something like that.
Okay.
I want that, but with a Smash Brothers array of anime characters.
I'd be down, like kind of like the anime fighting game you had, but like,
yeah,
better.
Yeah, better.
That anime fighting game is pretty fun.
Dengeki Bunko.
Yeah.
Fighting Climax. Yes, it is a very fun game, and there are notable, anime in there. But
trying to get dunked on or what?
Nah, dude, I ain't trying to get dunked on. All right. I would love something like that. I would love a good anime fighter, a good 2D fighter.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's already several that exist, but you're talking like new shit. We want new shit.
I don't want one of those freaking Bandai 3D ones where you have, iframes or whatever. You got to give your opponent a chance when they're on the ground.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
All right.
It just, dude, it's bunk, man.
This fucking
it's bunk. I want to continue my combo, but you get up and you're blinking, so I can't. You you could get me on a wake up, but I can't get you. That's bull crap. Those fighting games suck, dude.
This fucking guy right here.
You heard it from me first. I want a 2D fighter.
This fucking guy.
You know what? I'll take 2.5D. I don't even care if it looks a little wonky. I'd be happy with it, dude.
Oh,
and throw a bunch of Shonen Jump characters, or like characters from. I'm pretty sure the publisher is Cneq or whatever, something like that. That sound right to you?
That would be pretty fun. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know. I don't know things.
Yeah, they have a license to everything. It feels like.
Sounds about right.
At least for the anime publishing or whatever.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm wise in that field. Dr. Stone, I'm super stoked for that show coming out. It's gonna be a good season, man. At least if anything, 2020 is gonna be, or 2021 is gonna be kicked off right with a good anime season.
I'll say right now, I'm not gonna be able to keep my streak going of watching one episode of everything. At least one episode of everything.
If I would make a New Year's resolution for you, it would be not to watch everything, dude.
Yeah.
Choose your battles, and also, like you come in and you've got 40 different things to talk about, and I picked out 4.
I mean, hey, that's your fault for not taking the initiative, sir.
At this point, I don't even have to.
Are you saying you don't want to take another trip to good buddy Brandon's Mountain Vibe Check?
I do like Mountain Vibe Check. What I like about it, though, is being a listener for Mountain Vibe Check. Be like, okay, well, that doesn't sound good at all.
I feel like I can't possibly do it with this season. I have a big picture here from some Reddit. I'm just gonna count up the number of dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just go ahead and talk for a second.
There is another anime that looks. I can only see the profile picture of it, but it looks really good. It's Studio Bones, so it is called SK, and then it has the infinity sign. So I can only assume that it is Skinfinity.
Jesus
but
Christ.
the artwork itself.
My fucking God.
I mean, it looks like Bones, dude. There's some skating and stuff going on here. This is like a show that I would like.
How goddamn dare you tell me?
Does that look like a show you would probably like?
Skate the Infinity?
Skinfinity.
It says here, Skate the Infinity, sir.
Oh, well, I was looking at the...
I know you were looking at the literal logo.
Here's what it looked like on the thing before I clicked it.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
I didn't see that.
It's a sideways 8. It's
Skate the Infinity. Skinfinity.
You trying to get your skate on, boy? So just judging by this image on Reddit, we're looking at 42 shows premiering this season. Not even including all the little baby 15-minute ones or whatever that I'm definitely not gonna try to watch. There's just a billion things. God, season is stacked.
I got an idea for another collector's thing that I want.
Stacked like the biggest titty girl at the Hooters. Just stacked, baby.
If they would do some nice high-end prints of those end screens for the Higurashi.
You just love those end screens.
I would love those.
You're
I would
horny
also.
for them.
I've always wanted the end screens for Outlaw Star.
Oh yeah, those are beautiful.
So if they would make some high-end prints of that stuff, maybe some of those metal ones.
You still have those cells from fucking...
I sure do, from GTO?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Those are badass.
Yeah, I just don't have them hung up in here because I don't have a whole lot of room.
Yeah. They could only go above that door.
Yeah. And the more, light and stuff that hits them or whatever, the more damage it's going to do to them in the long run.
Of course.
I pick my places for hanging those and displaying them.
Gotta keep them shady.
But they're very cool.
Gotta keep them shady. Yeah, I ran across me and the girl were watching going through movies and stuff a couple weeks ago, and we ended up watching Roger Rabbit, and I was searching for the name of a character on there, and I found a website that has a bunch of cells from Roger Rabbit. It's one of those bidding sites, obviously, eBay or something. But it was pretty neat, just seeing, hey, I could in fact buy this shit. I'm not gonna. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
Love cells. Anyway.
Yeah. They're pretty fun, man. Cells are neat. They're a cool piece of history, and if you can get one from a show that you loved or something, I love that I have those GTO skills.
Man.
Whenever I found them at that anime convention, the dude could have told me that it would have took every bit of money that I had, and I would have bought all of them the same.
That dude is a full-on GTO. It's his
love
favorite.
GTO.
He's a giant
oh my
weeb.
God, dude. The manga for the early years of GTO, there's a manga series for whenever Onizuka's in the gang or whatever.
Okay.
Him and his friend are just kind of coming up through the gang or whatever, leading into the original show. those, I saw the prices on eBay. Some of those books are selling for over $100 a book now.
Jesus. I can't imagine.
I had
sir.
several of them. I think I had about 3 or 4 of them that were $80+, and then I had one that was over $100. And the reason I know is because my friend Dylan on the channel, he plays some games with us every now and then. We call him Silent Dill. He's like, yeah, man, I would love to read your early years of GTO manga, but I'm sure you don't want to let that leave your site or whatever. Those things are pricey. And I was like,
are they?
Yeah, I was like,
and
are
then
they?
You looked it up and you're like,
let me tell you.
You made the fucking GTO face. You went.
Yeah, I made a solid face whenever it was a very distorted and wild face because I had no freaking. Some of them are still sealed. I was buying them online in 2011 or so from like half price books and stuff for like $7 a book.
And now.
Yeah, and now they are very expensive.
Damn, you never know, do you?
Mm-mm.
That's why you don't throw out anything. Be a pack rat.
Yeah, well, it's GTO, so I wanted it. And I got
so many goddamn magic cards.
I think there's 16 issues, 15 or 16, and I have the first 10.
Hell yeah.
And the other ones are all affordable, so I might as well just finish out the collection now.
May as fucking well.
Yeah.
Fucking giant goddamn weeb.
Yeah.
Just a huge weeb.
I got anime stuff everywhere. I got video game stuff everywhere. I mean, this studio.
You got the Android 18 waifu over there?
Yeah, she's nice.
She don't have the squishy skin though, does she?
No, she doesn't. She does not.
You gotta pay extra for that.
You do have to pay extra for that.
This fucking.
I wouldn't pay over $50 for an anime figure. There's just no way.
I wouldn't pay that much.
I couldn't justify it. I didn't pay $50 for that, but I couldn't justify it to myself.
I own one figurine of that like size or height, and it is one that I got special ordered when I ordered the full collection of a webcomic called Girly by Jackie Lesnick. Great fucking webcomic. There's a little figurine of the two main characters about that tall, and they're going and giving a little kiss to each other.
Nice.
It's very cute.
They are about to release a line of that exact same figure. They're called Glitter and Glamour or whatever.
Oh, well.
They cost between $25 and $30.
Well,
but they're about to release a line of Sailor Moon figures for it that are pretty nice looking.
Well, goddamn it, you found my niche.
And they're like not overly waifu'd or anything like that. They're just nice looking figures.
I do love me a Sailor Moon. All right, you get me the over under on a Jupiter and we'll see what's up.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you know. Yeah, man. What else have we got to go on, man?
I don't know. Oh, here's one. So two things. One, I realized after we had done our best of episodes, we did our favorite openings, we did our favorite endings, and after each of those, we did our honorable mentions. We never did an honorable mentions for our best shows. So are there any other shows outside of your top 5 that you would give a nod to? I've already said Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle would absolutely be at least number 6.
The Violet Evergarden movie.
Oh, yeah.
I would also definitely give a nod to The High Score Girl. I think I did mention that somewhere in there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I would. This is for best shows, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think what we said in the episode was you were like pretty much everything you said would be my honorable mention.
Well, we did that for the openings ending, but we didn't say anything about the best shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's
usually avoid season 2s, but I would definitely give Kaguya-sama Love is War season 2 is very fun.
Yeah, Made in Abyss definitely should get an honorable. I mean,
yeah, hell yeah.
I think since it was a movie, it didn't really make the series show thing or whatever, but it's definitely worth watching.
Oh,
I would highly recommend it.
Apare Ranman is one I talked about previously this year.
The racing one.
That show's really fucking good. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, damn, I kind of didn't give that one its due. It's very good. It's very, very good. That show kind of whips ass.
Yeah, Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun certainly one for me.
Yeah, that was in mine, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Digimon. I think that was my number 5. No, wait.
It was for your opening.
For my openings. It's hard to remember what all those lists were. Digimon, definitely. Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff.
There's some decent stuff this year, shockingly enough.
Yeah, it was a little anemic in the mid area.
For such a straight up garbage, just trash fire of a fucking year, it had some good shows.
Yeah, it did.
A couple trash shows.
Yeah, and all the shows that got pushed aside are now coming out this year, it seems. So I'm pretty stoked about everything coming forward, man. A lot of good anime coming out.
Hell yeah, dude.
And now, like, there's actively a bunch that I want to watch too. Like, it's not like
there's just a billion shows, dude.
Yeah,
it's so fucking much.
Yep.
Oh, that's too much, man.
Yeah, man. You been doing anything else? You been playing any video games or anything?
I'm still the only game I've been playing at all recently is Hades.
Okay.
Hades fucking rocks. It's on the Switch. It's on. I think you can get it on PC. Hades is a good fucking game.
I've been playing that Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah?
My little brother got it for me because he's like, dude, I'm gonna get you. I really want to play this game. It's an online multiplayer. I think it'd be really fun if we played it together. And Corey and Dylan play it. So we've been ganging up on Ghost of Tsushima and doing the online.
Hell yeah.
And of course, at this point, there is a loot mechanic, and they're not like paid loot or whatever, but you know, Destiny, how you finish a mission or whatever.
Destiny,
you
Borderlands, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you get loot after you finish it. Like, okay, now I'm freaking in it. I got to get my character yoked, son.
That was.
I went up 100 levels in 3 days.
Hell, you fucking yeah, you did. You sack of shit. That was a game that, like, I remember a lot, like a couple of big name, like, review groups or sites or whatever, what have you, people whose, like, opinions I do care about, I do take on video games, said it was not great. But then a bunch of people who I just, like, follow or just regular people, regular folks were playing and they're like, fuck them, this game's rad. So I don't know what to think about it. Are you having fun?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere. I was talking to another friend about it. He was like, he said that he didn't like it because it felt too westernized to him. And I said, I think that it is better than Neo, but it is not better than Sekiro. It's somewhere right in the middle. It is a Sony first party. If you like those Sony first parties, then you're probably gonna like Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, there you go.
The game is beautiful. The combat is fun, albeit I haven't played very much of the story.
Don't you have like the option of doing either like straight up like super stealthy, or you can walk in and be like, I challenge you,
yeah, kind of like Phantom Pain.
Okay.
You can play it just about like that.
Yeah. So I remember you done hit your little.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I gotta get used to this, dude.
I remember
new microphones. Who dis?
Hearing a thing about how they were like, you know, you can do it this way or that way. You are incentivized perhaps by some of the characters. They're like, you must fight with honor. So they want you to like walk in and straight up challenge motherfuckers. Yeah. But also you could just sneak it.
Yeah, you could play Tenchu.
Yeah.
It's a fun game, man. I haven't got very far into the main story. I've heard all of my friends pretty much have said that, hey, you played Sekiro, this is gonna be easy compared to that.
So I've heard, yeah. Did you get that thing where like you get shot by arrows forever in the air?
Are you talking about like the?
I've seen several clips where like, I don't know if homie's like attacking a base or a camp or something, but like I've seen several clips where dude is like jumping through the air about to like land on someone and then gets hit by a series of arrows. So like it literally goes like jump and they just and they stun you in the air long enough that they just keep hitting you and you just float through the air being shot.
Yeah, that hasn't happened to me yet.
Oh man, I hope it does, and that's gonna be hilarious.
I thought you were talking about there's this mechanic in there where there's like phantom arrows.
Okay.
There would be it's like an AoE.
Oh god.
And it's a big red zone, and there are giant red arrows above you from you're trying to run through, and it will mess you up if you get hit by it. And it is big and hard to get out of.
That sounds intense. You done it? Yeah. You made any haikus while looking at a?
No, I have not made any haikus. I don't know what all you can do.
That is a thing, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't got very far. Okay. I've been playing online with everybody.
All right.
You know how I get sucked in. There's raids and stuff. I'm like, all right, I gotta level up, get ready to do some of these.
So
raids.
It's basically Destiny. So you'll play it for about a month and then forget about it.
Bare bones Destiny.
So you'll play it for about a month.
That would be what I would say. It's bare bones Destiny.
You're gonna play it for about a month and then forget about it.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna get a really strong character.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna feel very happy about it, and then I'm probably gonna be done with it.
Bitch bastard.
And then when they release DLC, I'll probably be pretty excited about it.
This motherfucker and a few other motherfuckers were like, Destiny 2's coming out. You're getting Destiny, right? You're getting Destiny. I was like, dude, we're gonna play it for like a month and then forget about it. And then they're like, but Destiny though, but Destiny. And you know what? You know what I did is I bought Destiny 2. Played for about a month and forgot about it.
That was a fun ass month though.
Fuck you. You sack of shit.
If I don't mind paying $60 for a game, especially if I'm playing with my friends. If I get about a month's play out of it, if I get 100 hours out of it or so, because I'm pretty sure it's safe to say we got 100 hours out of our play.
Yeah, you gotta check out Hades. I'm up to like 125, and that's only like $20.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it. The Destiny games, it's not like I was super stoked for the second one. It was more I was stoked to play with my friends.
Fair enough.
And get the cool
All
loot.
right, Roger. It's not about the game. It's about your friends.
Yeah.
High-roaded. You're the good boy.
The real stimulus is the friends that you made along the way.
Eat my dick.
That was not my joke. I read that somewhere else.
You sack of shit.
But I don't know who to credit for it. I just thought it was very funny.
Thank you, random person on Twitter. Motherfucker. Yeah, you've been watching anything that's like non-anime? You see any good shows, good movies?
Not really. I mean, new season of Curse of Oak Island is going on, so Kat and I have been watching that. I freaking love that show, dude.
Yeah, you do.
I freaking love it.
Did they find it?
I mean, they're working on it. They're doing their best. They found an Asian coin, like a Chinese coin, that was from it was like BC.
The fucking King Dynasty?
Yeah, it was like one of those coins with a hole in the middle that you wear around a necklace or something. Found it buried pretty deep.
That was planted.
It was not planted, dude. I believe those guys with my life. I trust the Laginas.
I mean, you really shouldn't. They're on TV.
I trust the Laginas with my life. Those guys are very nice.
All right. Fair enough, bud.
And if somebody told me that they were an asshole or one of them was an asshole, I'd say, I don't believe you. You're a jerk. And don't ever speak to me again.
Okay.
That's what I would do. Thankfully, that is not going to happen.
Fair's fair.
Because nobody believes that about the Laginas. They're very nice.
You're a fucking ding dong.
Also, Kat and I were going through another run of The Office.
Oh, God.
But it is moved to Peacock now, so we can't watch it anymore.
You can get Peacock.
I'm not paying for that.
How much can it cost? Like $5 a month?
I don't want to pay for that, dude. I don't want to pay for it. If they announced a new season of The Office, sure, I'd pay for it.
I mean, that'll never happen.
Yeah, so I'm probably not going to pay for Peacock.
All right,
I already paid for enough streaming services.
Fair's fair, I guess. I can't watch. We've been over this. I can't watch The Office because I get secondhand embarrassment so easily. I just see homie fucking up and I'm like, ugh, and I change the channel. Wow. Anything else?
Not that I can think of, man.
Me and the girl, we watched a few things. I finally have people to work with me at the job. Thank you, universe and or Jesus, I guess. So I've had my like 2 days off back to back. So we've had more time to hang out. So I talked about this a little bit, I think, but we had a little we had a little vacation, we called it.
Oh yeah.
I called it, excuse me. A little vacation. We basically we took off to Dallas for just to stay the night or whatever. We got us a fancy ass hotel. We made sure to avoid places with people, but we did hit up like a little Japanese dollar store, which was pretty rad and got
we have an Asian market here now.
Yeah. But
it's awesome.
Hell yeah. But we were in Dallas. We got like a bunch of like fucking candy and Pocky and shit. And I got a tasty ass green tea, and you know it's good green tea because it tastes like cigarettes.
Oh God.
And we spent the night at a fancy ass hotel, fucking suite. We got us some fucking takeout from the Cheesecake Factory. Had me a nice steak and some cheesecake, and we had a little hangout. It was really nice. We had our 2 days off, so we finally got to like spend some time together.
That
it was
sounds
really
cool.
cute.
Kat and I should do that.
So here's what happened during that is when we got to the hotel, we turned on the shitty hotel room TV and watched what's the name of that movie? The Equalizer with the greatest actor of all time, period, Denzel Washington. And we got through the entire film, and I said, "Oh man, love that Denzel. You know, this is there's an Equalizer Part 2 that is the first time he ever did a sequel." And she goes, "Oh, that was Denzel?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that was Denzel." I was like, Oh, no. I was like, have you watched any Denzel Washington movies? No, not really. So we've been watching a bunch of Denzel Washington movies. Here's the thing about my girlfriend, and I love her to death. Haley, I love you. And I know you're probably going to hear this at some point. I love you so much. She don't know people. So like,
dude,
we had a conversation where, it was around Christmas, and I was talking to her, and I was like, what's your favorite version of Christmas Carol? Because there's like 20,000 of them. And she was like, I really like the Muppet Christmas Carol, because the guy they got to play Scrooge was like some classically trained, super famous, like super classically trained actor. And he was like, I'm going to do it super serious. And the Muppets were all like goofy and stuff. And he's like the most serious part of it. And I love it. It's really fun. And I said, now by the guy, when you say the guy who plays Scrooge, do you mean Michael Caine? And she goes, who's Michael Caine? Motherfucker! Point is, this is the conversations we've been having. So we've been watching a lot of movies, including the entirety of the Austin Powers trilogy, because Michael Caine shows up as his father in part 3. Part 3 is obviously the weaker of the 3. Anyway, we've been watching a bunch of dumbass movies and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. That's my point.
I feel her on that, dude, because can you think of all the time when we used to play the movie game? I would only ever be able to go 0.
Okay, but you were able to go 0. You knew movies.
Okay, yes. I could if your description was good enough, I could get the movie, but I could not tell you who was in the damn things.
Fair enough. For anyone who's confused about movie game, go listen to Doug Loves Movies. They play movie trivia games, and it's fun. We used to play the Leonard Maltin game, which is where you describe a movie very vaguely, and then everybody bids on how many actors they would need to hear from the cast of that movie before they knew what the movie was. And if you went negative, that means, or if you went 0, that means you just know what it is. If you went negative, that means you could name the movie and the top billed actor, second billed, third billed, etc., etc. Anyway, continue.
Dude, it's hard, man. It's hard remembering all these people.
Yeah, all right.
All these white people look the same.
Michael fucking Caine? Alfred?
All these black people look the same.
How dare you? You sack of shit.
I just want the yin yang there.
I'm about to drop kick you, sorry ass. You motherfucker. All right. Look, it's not my fault your uncultured ass don't know shit about shit.
I actually
with
don't
your fucking Chris Jericho shirt on.
I don't think people look the same.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you can decide whether I'm lying or not, but
what is that?
Oh, it's a capsule from Dragon Ball Z.
He's just over here fiddling. He's over here twiddling
my capsule.
This large, I'm just gonna say it, penis-shaped object on his belt loop.
No, it's a capsule. It's like what the motorcycle and stuff comes out on Dragon Ball.
Okay, what's in it?
Nothing.
It's just there?
Yeah, you could probably put...
I mean, it looks like you're carrying around a butt plug. I'm just gonna say it.
It looks like you could maybe put like
a couple of cigarettes.
Yeah. if you break off the filter, you might be able to put a little snack, couple of Whoppers in there, some Skittles.
Fuck you, dude.
That's me screwing it together. Makes an awful noise.
If you heard that little squeak, squeak, squeak. Good lord. All right. Well, now that we've gone completely off book.
Yep.
It's the ramble, baby. We always off book.
Yeah.
It's been a long ramble. Roger, how has this year treated you? Not great, I'm assuming.
2020?
Yeah, Zozo.
Man, you know what? The shutdown, aside from not being able to record and stuff, were the best days of my life because I was not essential. And I feel bad for all those people that were essential.
Yeah.
Like you and Corey.
I didn't get no days off.
No.
Essential. I sell cell phones.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. I could have had a... I should have been home.
Let me tell you how much I like sitting in my house, not having to worry about being around people that are going to try to spread this virus to me.
Jesus.
It was really nice. And then whenever I went back to work, it was hell.
Sounds about right.
It's unfortunate. A lot of people have died this year. Very sad in that respect. Yeah. All the way up until the very end. People that I did like were passing away.
Yeah.
So really sad, but overall, I mean, the year was more weird than I think it was bad. Whole lot of just a whole lot of strange. Whole bunch of new things that we had to get used to or whatever.
The new normal, as it were.
Yeah, and it was an election year too, so everything is, it feels like everything is kind of on fire.
Oh yeah.
But it was just, aside from that, it was another year. It was just stressful. Yeah. It was stressful. I won't say that it sucked because there were some high moments, like I had, we did a lot of great recordings on the channel. We made our first YouTube dollars on the channel.
Hey.
Spent a lot of time with my fiance, I got a lot of cool stuff this year. The studio, collectibles, cool video games came out. I am trying to get me one of those new Xboxes still. So if anybody sees one of those, I just want the discless small Xbox. So if anybody sees one of those, let your boy know. I lost 3 auctions on eBay today trying to win one.
Good Lord, boy.
But I'm only willing to pay $100 more than it's worth. So anything after that, I'm not doing it.
You don't even need to do that, man.
I know I don't need to, but I want it.
Oh my God.
It was an okay year, dude. It was not the best year of my life, but surely not the worst. I don't know. How about you, man?
It was my entire year. I don't get like vacation days or anything, so right. I always just think of the
Usually
year.
I don't either.
I just always think of the year in terms of the job. And it's very easy to look at this year and say, man, that was shitty, with the lockdown and everything, with wearing the mask and whatnot. None of that really bothered me so much. It's just the concern about getting sick, and it's not the concern about me getting sick, it's the concern about getting my family sick. We had a discussion earlier that I won't get into here, but I would be truly devastated and appalled if I got my family sick.
Yeah, and that's what, I feel that worry. I do feel it for myself somewhat, because I do have respiratory issues.
Yeah.
I do have blood pressure issues.
Yeah.
And both of those things can be, if you get COVID-19, it could be a big underlying issue that is, affects how well your body handles it.
Yeah, man.
And I don't want to. I come from a family with a lot of sick people. My mother is terminally ill. My father had cancer. And watching your loved ones suffer, I would hate for people to have to, me even being as young as I am, I don't want to get this and have people worrying about me, and also the stress of me worrying, am I going to be able to breathe the next breath or whatever? And then the absolute worry of passing it on to somebody that I love, or somebody that I love passing on to somebody they love or something, and it just roots for me. And, at some point, it's scary because you don't know. It's the not knowing that's scary. You can't prepare. And you don't know, you'll never know truly, where it comes from until you have it, and then, likely the other people around you have it.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I've said before, that just working retail, I find myself much angrier than I used to be.
Yeah.
This year in particular,
I have a job that I love.
God, it really set that off. I
love where I work, but man, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's stressful, and it's fucking frustrating.
Mm-hmm. This year in particular for me, it was not only the regular old job shit that's whatever, it's a job.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that there's also, and we don't, please, for God's sake, if you're typing up a comment about masks and pandemics and
effectiveness,
or whatever theories and whatnot, it's cool, man. This ain't the place for it. But just the amount of people who I had to interact with who were not particularly heedant of those guidelines or whatnot.
Right. Pandemic in Central Texas.
God, dude, it's just it's so upsetting, and it's my guy.
A lot of closed minds that think that they're open.
If I if I get sick, that's an inconvenience in all likelihood. You know, I won't say, hey, I'm invincible, but I would, statistically, I'm more likely to be okay.
Yeah.
If I get sick and my family gets sick, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's scary.
It's a bummer. Yeah, it's just been a rough one, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously we're saying it's been a rough one. It's still a rough one, y'all. Like, you know.
Yeah, we still got,
it's not necessarily
a little bit to go before these vaccines are fully rolled out.
Sure. And we don't know that, like, it's going to get all that much better anytime soon, but it just, as a symbolic gesture, it feels good to be out of the year. Fuck Zozo. I'm glad it's dead.
Yeah, I agree.
I keep calling it Zozo 2020, you know. Looks like Z0Z0.
Yeah, well, Zozo is a demon.
Yeah, fuck Zozo.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's like a Hebrew demon, I think.
I know Pazuzu is. I mean, Zozo sounds right. I know Sozo was a thing with his. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. It don't matter.
Dybbuk and, you know.
Dybbuk's and shit. fucking. What are they always talking about on fucking last podcast?
Tulpas?
Tulpa, that's it. Yeah, fucking tulpas and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just say more words. It don't matter. Point is, you know what? I'm looking forward to whatever happens, good or bad. We are facing the future.
Yeah.
And that's where we're heading. And you know what? If you guys have managed to listen to this whole dumbass episode and stick with us, hey, thanks for coming along for the ride.
Yeah, we hope that you stick around. Like, one of the highlights of the year has been able to, you know, like, all the comments and stuff that we've got for the podcast.
Yeah, being able to
talk and hang out for a little bit.
Interact, to talk about, you know, something we're passionate about, which is these dumbass cartoons that we love.
Yeah, it's important, and it's special to me personally, and even the video game stuff that we do. We do dumb as hell video game stuff. I mean, as dumb as it possibly can be, but I mean, even still, it's being able to put it out and hang out with one of my friends it's special to me. And then having people that spend their time to watch what we do or listen to what we do, that's cool. It's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Even as a small channel, it's cool.
It feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good just to you know, have something to look forward to, even if it's just recording a dumbass podcast with my good buddy Roger.
Yep.
But yeah.
We stuck with it.
We done did it.
Now we got very expensive microphones that we're gonna have to get used to.
Very fancy microphones, and you know what? If this episode comes out sounding like shit, I'll know to either get closer or stay farther away.
We're learning right now, but you know, big shout out and thank you to my fiance Kat. She really went out of her way to get me this excellent Christmas gift.
God bless her.
And I couldn't be more happy with them.
Speaking of, you get anything else for Christmas? You have any good Christmases?
Yeah, man, I got a lot of cool stuff. I got some cool anime shirts. I got a Yu Yu Hakusho shirt.
Hell yeah!
I got a Mob Psycho shirt.
It's fucking weeb.
I got one of my customers from work got me a My Hero Academia shirt.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I have one more really cool shirt. What the heck was it?
Domestic girlfriend.
No,
she's got her titties out.
No, it was definitely. Damn it! Now I feel bad. Kat got me a third shirt, and it was my favorite of the shirts. It's off. I can't remember what it is right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I have to figure that out.
Nice one, dude.
It's another cool anime shirt.
Cool ass anime shirt.
Yeah.
That's nice. I got a bunch. I got a robe from my parents.
Nice.
And it's this so it was like a fucking pack that, like, it's an Ed Hardy, like, just a black robe and slippies. The slippies are way too small for my big ass feet, and they're like one size fits most my ass. It came with like some fucking beard oil or something, and like a brush and some kind of lotion. And the robe, I finally washed it and put it on, and it's not like full on, like, you know, just below the dick, but it's like maybe knee length and short sleeved, like it's above the elbow. And I'm like, this is goofy as hell, but I'm gonna wear it. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I got my girlfriend Haley bought me a Dungeons and Dragons book that I really wanted.
Nice.
It's full of fun little adventures and items and different character designs and whatnot from the world of Theros from Magic the Gathering. Which is
very
fun.
cool.
Hell yeah, you can have an adventure and fuck with the gods or whatever. or more likely get fucked with by the gods. A lot of fun. I love Theros. That's my favorite of the planes, I think. It's a fun book.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent Christmas that I had.
Yeah. My little brother got me some shoes. That was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
He got me the sick Gohan figure up here.
Damn, I just now saw. What is?
It's future Gohan.
Okay.
But it's kind of weird because he has a scar on his face, but he still has an arm.
Is his face okay?
Yeah, it's just a weird angle from being upright. Once you get close to it, it looks normal.
I'm definitely, from here, it looks fucking horrible.
Yeah, his face is
goofy.
It's like his mouth looks weird from down here, but when you get closer,
he don't got no
normal.
nose. He looks like the annoying orange.
Yeah, see, I can see his nose from here.
Okay, it's just the angle.
Yeah, yeah, it's the angle. Corey got me this game over here that's been looking at you, the physical copy of Waifu Uncovered.
My God,
The Not Safe for Work edition episode is coming out on the channel.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh yeah.
I
can't censor all that.
I definitely saw this motherfucker. Like, I was looking at I checked my Switch page, my little thing, just to see how many hours I had sunk into Hades, right? And it was like above 120. And while I was at it, it was like, your friends have been playing these. And I saw Waifu Uncovered, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Roger, what the fuck are you playing? Well, if you haven't seen it yet, check out the Let's Play at Rapid Kick Media on YouTube. You can see Roger and Corey playing Waifu Uncovered, a game where aliens have come and they are affecting the women's clothing.
Yeah.
And you have to kill the aliens to get those clothes off of them and save their lives.
Yep.
Yeah, there's titties and vajingas. Why not?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yep. We were also playing another one on the channel called 5 Dates too.
I saw that.
This one is pretty cool. It's like it's from Wells Interactive. They do a whole lot of them kind of like live action games or whatever.
I think I got right to where the first girl was like, oh, I'm not really into rock. And I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you didn't listen to us cap on that?
Oh, no.
Because we definitely immediately were like, oh. We were already bitching about the option, rock music. Who says, do you listen to rock music?
God.
Nobody says that. It is a little cringy, but it does get fun. Especially when we start blowing the dates.
Oh no.
It's a pretty cool game.
And you just intentionally throw a couple?
No.
Okay.
No, we didn't intentionally throw a couple. Corey threw them because he didn't like the girl. He didn't throw them. He just. It's weird because they have their own personalities or whatever, and like I can kind of like.
Can you imagine
on,
people have personality?
Yeah, I can pick on. Okay, like so I think this is. I understand. I get this person. This is somebody that I can relate to or whatever. And they do a really good job of fleshing these characters out and what choices you should make or what you say or whatever. But Corey doesn't get this person as much as I do. So Corey out here throwing wild ass.
I'm like, don't do that.
Don't do
he's
that,
not a pro gamer. He didn't realize that because she's got dark hair and a nose ring, she's the one who's into rock. And he was like, yeah, fucking rap, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's worth watching, man. It's fun.
Sounds goofy as shit.
It's fun.
Anyway.
We're probably going to play it for a little while.
Oh, my God.
We might even have to bring out my alter ego, Big Ticket Raj.
Big Ticket Raj. I saw you
tell your moms,
about that
tell
shit,
your sister.
You dumbass bitch. You stupid motherfucker. Big Ticket Raj.
Tell your moms and tell your sister. Big
Tell you, my
Raj.
favorite part of that series is just hearing y'all try and do the fucking UK slang. Just being like, bruv. You fucking dipshit.
Yeah. In it.
Oh, God. In it. Stupid asshole.
Hello, bruvna.
This motherfucker's just gonna start doing goddamn Oliver Twist like, please, sir, may I have some more? Look
we recorded 5 episodes of that, and by the second or third episode, we're like, hey, if this is offensive to anybody, please let us know. But also know that we're recording this batch, so it'll probably go on. And then the next round of play that we do, we will take it away if anybody says
you waited till episode 3 to do that little disclaimer, so they all stopped at episode 1.
Yeah, probably.
Like halfway through 1, and they were like, you motherfuckers.
Well, I didn't think about it until later. Like, oh, maybe this is offensive.
You saucy tots.
Yeah, probably call it a couple of saucy twats, dude.
You fucking twat. All right. That's enough. God.
All right, man. Well, I think it's about time we get the heck on out of here.
All right. We've had a hell of a time.
Good buddies, if y'all have any recommendations or suggestions or things that you would like us to hear in the upcoming year, please let us know in the comments or send us an email, whatever. We definitely want to know how we can interact with y'all more. So
yeah, man.
So let us know.
Be sure to leave us some questions. Speaking of, I think we had one from, I believe it was Josh, that was like, what's our process of picking out our
it was Weeru, I think.
Was it Weeru?
Yeah.
Oops, whoopsie. But yeah, we had one that was like, what's our process of picking out our favorite OPs and whatnot on the favorite OPs episode.
I didn't know if they wanted that answered right there or not.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. The ones I liked, be it the music and or animation.
Off the dome, baby.
Straight off the dome. I was like, hey, this one's pretty good.
I have a little bit of a process, but it's a loose process.
I will admit that mine was all of my openings, endings, and favorite shows were shows that I really enjoyed, but also ones that I kind of feel like didn't get enough attention, maybe. And that definitely puts a factor into how high they go on the list. Now sometimes a piece of music, an opening or ending, is so goddamn good that you just gotta make it number one. I'm talking about You Lost in Paradise.
Yep.
But some of the other ones I was like, I feel like this maybe didn't get enough attention. That gives it an extra point, and you know what? It made the list. You just made the list. All right. But I think that, does that about do it?
Yeah, I think that about sums us up, man. We can get on out of here and start seeing how the year's gonna unfold.
All right. Well, we wish you all a happy new year. Thank you so much. Again, Zozo tried to take everything from us, and you know what? We're still kicking, so fuck you, Zozo. I'm glad you're dead. Yeah, feels right. Feels right to be here in 2021 and to move on forward, and let's see how Zozy treats us, I guess.
Zazzle.
Zazzle?
That's
you like Zazzle?
I like
with a lowercase L?
Yeah.
All right, Zazzle. But yeah, obviously there's a number of ways you can interact with us here at the Good Buddies Anime Podcast. The easiest one is on the YouTube channel, Rapid Kick Media. Please leave us a comment, like, subscribe, click that bell so when you ding your dumb, smash that like button, and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your opinions on anything we talked about or not. I mean, it's a big ass ramble, so there was a lot. Don't have an aneurysm.
I feel like this was pretty long. I can't tell how long it is over there, but it looks
probably real fucking long. But you know what?
Long.
It was the year-end ramble, so that is our prerogative, is it not? But yeah, hit us up. We'd love to hear from you guys. Any questions you have, comments. Pretty much anywhere you see the name The Good Buddies, that's us, unless it's those juggalos on the Spotify. But we are on the Spotify.
We are on the Spotify now.
And you can leave us a comment any number of places. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean. I use Podcast Addict. We are on the Twitter, TGB_anime pod. We have the Facebook group, The Good Buddies Anime Universe. Or just The Good Buddies Universe, excuse me.
Yeah.
The Good Buddies Universe on Facebook. We have the Dead and Zombified Tumblr, thegoodbuddies.tumblr.com.
The Facebook might as well be dead and zombified too.
All right,
do not use it.
It's official. The Dead and Zombified Facebook, The Good Buddies Universe. And all of those places, if you leave us a comment or a like, we'll if it's got our name on it, odds are we'll see it and we'll wait. Thanks. Yeah, I think that about does it for that one. We do, of course, want to give a shout out to our musics and whatnot. Thank you so much to Married with Seamonsters, aka the Mary Janes, for the use of our opening theme song. That song is called Paperdoll, and they are on Spotify. You can find them, but that track, as well as so many other hot fire tracks, are only available on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. So check them out, download it. It's got a lot of good stuff. You're going to have a good time. We, of course, want to give a shout out to our good buddy Haas, aka Thomastastesbetter on Instagram, for the use of our closing theme on the YouTube show. That is The Buddy's Good. Again, that's Haas, Thomastastesbetter, and on Instagram, and DUNGEONWITCH on YouTube. Thank you so much, Haas. Thank you so much. And of course, a shout out to our good buddy, A Petty Theft.
See if the new microphones made it sound any better.
I'm just going to let you keep going.
I'm done.
All right. That is how it's pronounced. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty Theft. for the use of our closing theme on the podcast portion of the show. That is, we are still calling it Sweet Anime Dreams. Again, that's Papetti Theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud at Papetti Theft. And I think that about does it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's about it. This
is where it'll end on YouTube too, so I got something for us to go out on.
Oh, you got something for us?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that about does it. I do want to give a quick RIP, of course, to Brody Lee.
Very sad.
Luke Harper. Real sad stuff.
Yep. Everybody knows that by now. I'm sure that we're
giant wrestling nerds.
Yeah.
And, really cool dude passed away. It's real unfortunate.
Yeah. Very sad. Really young too.
God bless him. And of course, MF Doom. All caps when you type it out. All right, MF Doom, all caps. Passed away on Halloween, and we just found out about it on New Year's Eve. It is maybe the most Doom thing ever. My homie valued his privacy, and God bless him, he got it.
Yep.
Again, Zozo, you tried to take everything, and you took a little bit, but you're gone now.
Yep.
And from all of us here at the Good Buddies Anime Universe, I am your good buddy Brandon.
And I am your good buddy Roger. Love ya!
Love ya!